The main thing is that for a hell of a lot of the country, going out for a few pints and eating either elsewhere at a restaurant or at home is just the way you live life. So it's a massive change to say you've got to have a substantial meal at the Dog and Duck. You know, it's okay at the groovy Wetherspoons you go to because the food's very good. But even then, a lot of people in Tunbridge, where they're well known for liking a sherbet, want to go out just for a pint or a coffee or whatever. But you're now going to have a substantial meal.
But isn't that in your interests? You stand to make more.
No, we won't make more. I mean, it's the half of the town centre is going to be shut, and there are restaurants trading still. The fact of the matter is that going out for a pint, not to have fish and chips with it, is a national pastime. And why shouldn't people go out for a pint? They've never been shut before. It's Lord Sumption's right. This is some of the most draconian legislation or regulations that has been seen in the history of the UK. It's an effrontery and it's ridiculous.
Particularly when pubs across the country have spent so much time and money making themselves as COVID secure as the government have asked to do. The British Beer and Pub Association say that there are 30,000 pubs that are going to become unviable, many potentially hundreds of thousands of jobs to be lost. Do you think that is now inevitable?
It's heading that way. The elastic's been stretched to breaking point because you had a 3-month shutdown, then you had reopened with constantly changing regulations, which meant pubs were doing triple backward somersaults to try and stay open. Now pubs, Tom, have been shut completely and they've been turned into restaurants or they're closed. So
is that true for your pubs as well? Can we see Wetherspoons pubs close for good, particularly those in Tier 3 if they're there for a long time?
Well, I mean, it doesn't help. We're probably in a better position than most, and we've got some shareholders with deep pockets, but we depend on the economy. A pub company depends on the economy. All businesses in the end depend on the economy. And this bunch of jokers running the government, it's not the Parliament, it's been run under emergency legislation. This bunch of jokers who've never run a business are spending 1 billion quid nearly a day, well, 6 billion quid a week to subsidise this farce.